Obesity is one of the biggest epidemics in the country currently, and it is disproportionately affecting our youth and minority groups. Today, I'm going to talk about how we can fix that. So, I'm a certified NASM personal trainer. I've been in the fitness industry for over a decade now. I've trained everyone from children to seniors in everything from athletic performance to weight loss to health management. So, as far as speaking on the topic, I've been in it, I've dealt with it, and I've fixed it for a lot of different people and a lot of different groups. And we're going to get into what we can do to fix that and some other things along why people are against fixing it or why they might have an emotional response to being opposed to some of the things we're going to be talking about. So what is obesity? Obesity is when you have more than 30% fat over the recommended BMI for average for your height. This affects a disproportionate amount of people in our country in particular. About 64% of America is classed as obese. Now, this isn't always it's a little loose because BMI isn't always the best measurement, but generally, if you're obese, you are far more susceptible to other things, and we're going to get into all of that. But it's being generally 30% overweight of what would be healthy for you as a person. So the obesity statistics. Light gray is going to be women, dark gray is going to be men. So, as you can see, affects women slightly more than men. This probably more due to different types of careers. You have more men in things like construction or more physical labor. But these are the states that have the highest. The darker the color, the higher it is. As you can see, Maryland, we're yellow. We're kind of not too bad, not the best though. States like California and Washington are doing really well. So the people who are opposed to getting rid of obesity or getting rid of or fixing things for people saying they're overweight is the health at any size movement. It's called, they go by a couple things, fat acceptance or weight inclusive, and a lot of their arguments, a lot of their points end up being, well, you can be healthy at any size, and which is incorrect, and we'll get into why that's incorrect, but it's incorrect that you can be healthy at any size. And then the other argument they bring up a lot is freedom of choice. You certainly do have freedom to do what you want, but as we'll get into, maybe that's not always the best thing, and that you shouldn't say health at any size and it doesn't hurt anyone but you. As we're going to get into, being obese can hurt the country as a whole. So obesity, society, and the income. So from a medical standpoint, 64% of all medical costs come due to obesity-related illness. On average, they spend 43% more of their income and cost on illnesses related to that. That affects the economy as a whole. That affects a lot of things with national debt. A lot of the national debt is medical debt for us. 64% of that is going to be from obesity-related illnesses. So when someone says, well, I can be what I want, I can be whatever weight I want, yes, they can. That's their right. But that is affecting the economy. That affects everyone. Could be argued one of the reasons we don't have a better healthcare system or a free healthcare system is because we have so many people that are ill from being obese. There is complications of being obese, and we can get into that again some more. The other thing, you can be healthy at any size. You can't really be healthy at any size. If you're 600 pounds, you're not going to be healthy. Your heart's going to be working harder. Your arteries going to be clogged with plaque, and you're going to be very susceptible to diseases. So I've been talking a lot about the susceptibility. Being overweight, being 35% over your normal BMI, puts you at an increased chance of cancer by 40%. Reduces your likelihood of life from 74 years of age down to 55. It's a pretty big drop right there. Makes it harder to move, harder to breathe, harder to work. You're going to lose more days being overweight. Generally, on average, people who are overweight lose 12 to 28 more days out of the work year due to illness than someone who's at a healthy BMI. So what can we do for all this? I mean, we're talking about all the things that obesity does, all the damage it does to society, all the damage it does to an individual. What can we do to fix this? So the solution, probably going to start with education. I think we should start in school. We should start teaching people from a young age, maybe kindergarten, first grade, basics of nutrition, basics of exercise, basics of diet selection, how to choose proper foods, how to eat proper portions, what proper portions actually look like. The American portion isn't what a normal portion is. I mean, you should only really eat something about the size of your fist. So, not really the American way as far as food goes. Other things we can do, other than just, fixing things from a school standpoint, better education. We need better public access. We should have better programs teaching people and the public in general about health, diet, nutrition, what kind of diet you should be eating, following either a more Mediterranean diet or a lower fat diet, or at the very minimum we should be teaching people how to count calories, as that's the best way to lose weight and maintain a healthy weight. Beyond the education aspect, I think we should have more personal trainers, more fitness people in the industry. I think they need to be implemented more into buildings, more into companies. Follow the Japan method. Japan has personal trainers, fitness professionals in cubicle jobs, and they'll go around, and every hour everyone has to do 15 minutes of some type of physical exercise. It can be anything, but they have to do something to keep them moving. It's going to help keep your joints healthy, your skeletal muscular system healthy. It's going to help keep you moving. In addition to that, I think we need a few more gyms or a few more options for people, and I think we need more at-home trainers. I think we need to get people out there helping people, and it does create jobs. So, and as you bring the weight down, you're going to bring the economic strain down on the debt. You're going to bring the economic strain down in the healthcare system, and maybe we can start opening the healthcare system up a little bit more, and start fixing not just obesity and weight problems, but problems for everything.